So does that picture bother you? Sure bothers me. That's why I came up with this handy little hack. Welcome back to the Small Scape on Saturday. Yes, I have another hack for you, and this is kind of related to and building upon last week's video that I did about the Dollar Tree lids. That you can get glass lids. They're just a picture frame. I'll link that video down for your enjoyment. But this one has to do with lids as well, because a lot of times you break your lid or your tank doesn't come with a lid, so you use something else, whether it be greenhouse siding, which we also recommend is a very cheap alternative, but I tend to like glass lids. I'm kind of a glass lid snob. So this is something that I came up with specifically for, it was one of those weird little moments I had. I have a lot of them. And I came up with it for my 3-gallon, my bookshelf tank, because it had a lid. It does have a lid, and I don't know if this lid came with the tank or a different tank, because I have a number of bookshelf tanks, but it was really bugging me because it was just laying on the tank and it was pinching the air hose. I don't like that. I don't like it, and it just fits. It really made me nervous that and frequently it would just kind of fall in. So I said, no more. I have a great idea. I ordered a bag of goodies on Amazon. What I don't do for you guys. I ordered a bag of 4 different kinds because I just didn't know which kind would look better. You're like, all right, get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point. All right, these are safety bumpers for tables, and the fact that they are clear, I really like. I figured, hey, they could just rest on the top. They do come with little adhesive strips. You can use those too. I use them, and the adhesive is really nice because it doesn't it's easy to get off of glass anyways. But anyways, 4 different shapes that I ordered because I wanted to give the full review to you guys, so you knew which shape, if you actually thought you might try this, which shape would be the best. Now my editor, he doesn't like this idea. That's why it sat on the shelf here for a number of weeks, actually a number of months, because the first time I brought him this great idea, he said, I don't get it. So you know what? Let me know. Would you use this? Would you not? I like it for my one particular tank. I don't know. Anyways, here are the 4 shapes. And then I'll show you the winner for me. Okay, so you have, I call these the bubble kind. And I'll link this down. I did get them from Amazon, and you can get just the individual types, or you can get like the big bonanza bag that has a whole bunch of different kinds. I call this the bubble kind because it actually sits, let's see here, it would go like here. This would be how you would see it if you're looking at your tank. So the little bubble parts stick out, okay? And that's what it looks like looking down onto the tank. And then you have, I call it the heart shape. So this is what it looks like when you're looking at it. And then that's looking down, and see, it's got a little heart shape. Cute. And a lot of these too, I didn't do this yet, but I really think you could cut them down if they were too big and bulky for you, which they are, especially for a seamless tank like that. It looks very clean, lines and everything, and then you put these on, maybe might not be your thing. I like it. You could cut these down. They're very easy to cut, and then it would be just a little smaller piece. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm kind of, there we go, like that. It would just be a much smaller little corner. And then, all right, so we did that one, we did that one. Then you have this one. This one's actually kind of interesting. It has actually a little gap here. My dad was a plastics engineer. He'd probably have a specific name for that, if I can get it for you, where it's got the little gap in there of the plastic. Anyways, and then when you look down, it's that little guy. It's like a little smiley face. Probably because you're keeping your kids safe, you know, so they don't crack their head on the corner of a table. But the interesting thing about this one is there's an indent. So if you have a glass lid specifically cut for your tank, which you can go to Ace Hardware and you can get glass cut to size. It's like $10 to $15 for generally the size of tanks that, like nano tanks that one might have. That was the price they quoted me. But if you wanted your lid to like rest in there, this would be a great option. But my favorite one is this one. It's the most simple one. That's the view down. So it's very, very simple. And the great thing about all of these is it raises the lid up about 1/4 of an inch. And that is just enough for a fish not to be able to get out, although my Heterangia formosa in this tank, they're not big jumpers. And it's just enough for not only the air hose to come out and not get pinched, but it's also high enough to where the light, I have a clip-on light, like a clamp light, it raises it just above there. So, and also my centerpiece of driftwood is up above the tank just about 1/4 of an inch too. So I was just happy as a camper, just so happy. I was just happy as a clam to get these, and they worked out just perfectly. So let me know, would you use these? I will put the links down if you want to just kind of peruse around and see what kinds, you know, what they look like and everything like that. But you get them for probably like, I think it was like less than 75 cents a piece. But yeah, they come in multiple packs, like 8 packs, 12 packs, something like that. I'll link some options down below for you if you do want to check them out. But it is a great option if you do have, you know, maybe an odd size lid, or even with my Dollar Tree lid hack idea. These work out great, at least I think so. So let me know what you think about them. See if maybe you could use them for anything, and I will see you next time.